Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Drink and Talk with Aiman Talkshow. Today, Aiman Silam will be interviewing the leader of the opposition, Ahmad_Muso7. Ahmad is also a party leader of NSF and the founder of Gemilang Media. NSF is the biggest opposition party in Malaysia led by Ahmad. Alright, let's move to the questions. As we all might know, Jonas von Kanzaki was the party leader of NSF. But unfortunately, he stepped down as a party leader and you won the election for the next party leader. So what were your first thoughts when you were elected as the party leader of NSF?
I was surprised because I didn't expect myself to be the party leader and I only limited myself towards the position of Secretary General, but the party board have voted and decided that they want me as party leader. I also felt that it was expected since no one else wanted to hold that position. Froka_64. He insisted on staying as Secretary General and does not wish to go further. The same goes for the others, they wanted to stay as a party board member.
Alright, moving on, rumors about NSF slowly dying out of inactivity have been spreading lately. Is it true? Why?
Well, that's indeed true. In fact, in my opinion, it's not a rumor, it's the reality and it's obvious to realize that we're dying out. We're in a shortage of candidates, members are beginning to leave. Some are joining the public service, PDRM, TDM, TLDM, and the civil service. There are also some who lost interest in politics. To me, it's their choice if they wish to leave.
I see. So what would you do to stop NSF from being too inactive and lose its members and candidates?
In order to stop NSF from being too inactive, it requires cooperation between the members. One of the ways I have thought of is not only to help increase the members and candidates but help educate them to be more competent candidates. It's an educational system that consists of teaching the basics of legislation and government and simulate the Dewan Rakyat experience. Of course, some might say I took the idea from PDM's model parliament, but I have thought about that way before the PDM model parliament program was opened to their members. There are a lot more ways we can do, but that's one of them.
Alright, next question. When did you start joining politics and why did you choose to?
Well, that's a good question. I joined RO politics back in March or April earlier this year. I chose to join it because I had started gaining interest in it. It's a very interesting topic to be involved in. The multiple opinions you get to hear and express on certain matters.
Next, what was your career before joining politics?
Well, I didn't exactly have a career before joining politics, I had an interest. Back then, I had an interest a lot on journalism. I had worked in some news companies before. I also used to work in the civil service.
Okay, now, here are some questions given by the viewers. What can NSF promise to us if they become the government?
Interviews. Well, you can't really expect a lot of NSF becomes government since we're mostly going to continue things the previous administration had done. Although, there are also some changes you can expect. We really value our private sector in Malaysia. With the help of the Companies Commission of Malaysia, we will observe companies for their activity, mostly on how active they are. With that, we can give benefits to companies that are very active. Let me explain one of them. We will pick 1 to 2 companies based on their activity. Let's take an example, T-Live. They are very active. For their active community, we will gift them with a shop slot in Bandar. All they need to do is develop a store and we'll try and talk with developers to see if they're alright with that. Another one is the attempt to make University Malaya active, frequent intakes of students and possibly begin the intake of new tutors. Now, the intake of new tutors is through applications and interview. A long process is needed to ensure we get the right tutors in University Malaya.
Okay, and the last question, from a viewer, can you guys prevent something such as war and conflicts from happening again between other countries?
Well, some can be prevented and some cannot be prevented. For example, the MYS Sarawak war could not be avoided due to them rejecting our proposals, as well as the removal bill failing in the United Nations Security Council. One of the ways to prevent it is by discussions with foreign nations and continue to sign treaties to strengthen relations. We will also try and discuss with them, see what they want in order to stop the conflict. Of course, they will reject some of the terms. If that happens, we will do alternatives to that term, Or we can let them accept only some of the terms, and the same goes for us if they send us terms and ultimatums.
Alright, we have reached the end of the talk show. I would like to thank everybody who's watching and of course, Ahmed, thank you for coming to the talk show. It is such an honor to be able to talk with you face to face. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.